Welcome back to the 7th video on 7 habits of highly effective people. Today, we're going to continue our discussion on habit number 1, being proactive. If you really want to be proactive and effective in life, it's important to understand the concept of 2 circles. Any situation, any aspect, any issue of our life can be put into these 2 circles. One is circle of influence, other one is circle of concern. Now, circle of influence is something we have direct control over. Our attitudes, our thoughts, our habits, our mindset, the actions we take. On the other hand, circle of concern is something that impacts us, that influences us, but we don't have a direct control over. Just to give you a simple example, if you have an important appointment and you want to get there on time, you can leave early. That is your circle of influence. Leaving on time, 15 minutes before or late. That's your circle of influence. But what kind of traffic you're going to get there on the road, and if you really get on time or not, that is a circle of concern. You cannot control what kind of traffic there is going to be on the road, so you cannot do much about it. But it does impact the outcome. So a deep insight that came out for me that I'm trying to focus on is, and I want to share, is that the more you focus on the circle of influence, your influence actually increases. And the more you focus on circle of concern, it shrinks your influence, it shrinks your effectiveness. And so if there's one key takeaway that you can take from this video, that if you want to be proactive, focus on the circle of influence. And what is circle of influence? It is, I can be more patient. I can be a better listener. I can be a more loving partner. I can be more punctual, right? That is your circle of influence. Rather than circle of concern. I will be happy when my kids don't make me angry. I'll be happy when there's no politics in the world. I will be happy when my health will improve. These are circle of concerns, not circle of influence. So that's one big key takeaway, right? And if you look at anybody in life, any celebrated person who rose from very underprivileged situations or poor poverty situation to the higher ranks in life, let's take celebrated sport person. What did they do day in and day out, despite the conditions around them were not favorable? What did they do different from others around them who did not make up to those heights? All they did was they focused on their craft. They practiced day in and day out. As they got better in their sport, they got more visibility, right? They got more opportunities. And they continued doing that. They continued working and refining themselves on their craft, focusing on that. And with those came in more better relationships, more collaboration and partnerships and all of that, which increased their circle of influence. And imagine somebody from a poor situation becoming really celebrated, how much people they are impacting, right? That's how the circle of influence grows. So if you want to take one thing from this video that I would tell you is that take a 30-day proactivity challenge. Take a circle of influence challenge, right? Anytime a situation comes, a conflict comes, you have to make a decision. Focus on the circle of influence, right? Don't get into the blame game. Don't get into the victimization. Don't get into what other person can do. Just simply focus on what can you do? And maybe ask yourself, what would Stephen Covey do in this situation? Or what would the best version of yourself would do in this situation? And I know you will get the right answer, and then do that and make the best of that situation. And do that for 30 days and see for yourself how your life changes. I'm going to do the same, and I encourage you do the same so that we can take this journey together to be more effective, more happy, more healthy, and more harmonious. And as always, I wish you the jolliest day in your life and week. Please like, subscribe, and comment. I would love to hear from you. Thank you. Bye.